My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Monster Train. Alright, what are we doing in this run? I mean, you know what? Let's do the Echo of the Time Father Pyre Heart, the only one that I haven't used yet that is not locked behind the Titans. Once per battle, select the heart to apply Frozen to all non-Blight and non-Scourge cards in the deck. Now, if I'm playing with Frozen, I already know I want to get the Stygian Guard involved. Anyone else look like they might deal with Frozen very... I've already had Stygian Guard and Luna Coven. I did it in the other direction, admittedly, but... Also, for the sake of being able to make a thumbnail that does not contain a spoiler in it, which I am still concerning myself with a little bit here, oh boy. Fireborn? Yeah. But we want the spell instead. Let's go, Tethys. Been a while. Ooh, I'd love a big Incant run. Speaking of, God of the Unnamed, one Ember, 2 size unit. 5 damage, 25 health, has the Incant gain 3 armor. Great frontliner. 2 copies of Flicker in the base deck, 0 cost that deals 1 damage to all enemy units. Great Incant trigger, and then Flash Freeze. 1 Ember, deal 3 damage, apply Frostbite 8. Frostbite does 1 damage per stack at the end of the turn, and then decreases. Hey boy. Tethys with Conduit. Conduit 2. Plus 1 magic power on this floor per stack. So 2 magic power, and damage spells cost a -1 on this floor. Admittedly, that means all the fire starters as well as all of the frozen lancers and flash freezes cost 0. Very effective. Handheld Totem gives Tethys a 10-10 stat line, and sweet on strike apply spell weakness 1 to attacked unit. I think I want to cast. I think cast because Incant trigger. Is Tethys 1 size? Tethys is 1 size. Ooh. Split Anvil. When you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0 cost for the turn. Admittedly, that is very good. But with Conduit, it's way worse. Because I'm already incentivized not to really take high-cost cards. And just play a bunch of low costs consistently. Breath of Heaven. Advance the back enemy when it enters your train. I will take that so that I can reveal the backline units to my spells. Enemies enter with Titan Skin, and they will die with Titan Skin too. How about it, friends? We can even get a Spear Steward down here comfortably. Just gonna make sure that that unit doesn't manage to survive at all. One, 2, 3, and then I can still play Frozen Lance without a target there for the Incant value. Oh, hang on. Before I flicker, I should use Firestarter on the boss for the sake of the Fire Gel. On Incant, apply Fire Gel to enemies would be my dream. And it does exist. I know it does. Also, there's Merchant of Steel upgrades for giving a unit Incant gain 2 armor. Grip Builder, offering, attuned. So offering means that it will be played instead if you discard it from your hand, and attuned, multiply magic power effects by 5, retreat the front enemy unit and deal 80 damage. It's nice, and it's especially good if you have Split Anvil. But I think Helical Crystals is totally fine for us. For 1 Ember, again, because if I play it on the Conduit floor, it's only 1, deal 37 damage to the front enemy unit twice, because of the magic power. Oh my god. Wait a second. Flicker is here, 0 cost, but 0 costs? I have 0 costs. All of the rest of them. And Make It Rain is here, 1 cost, deal 5 damage to enemy units. Spend 5 gold and repeat this card's effect up to 3 more times. That is a lot of damage that it could do. Problem is, if I play that consistently, it will cost me a lot of money. Fireball is not bad though. 2 Ember, Explosive, deal 20 damage. Any excess damage is dealt to all units on the floor. Okay, second area, Merchant of Steel next to Fireborn, as well as Pyro Remains next to Merchant of Arms. It's not impossible that I go to 2 Fireborn banners in a row, but I could see more value in going Stygian and then Fireborn. That is not what I wanted. Icy Silophyte or Cold Kellier. I will take Cold Kellier just because I've had Icy Silophyte before. Permanently remove Consume from a spell. That'd be great if I had Consume on a spell. Spell Holdover. If the spell also drew cards for me. -2 cost on a spell. I could give -2 cost Consume and then remove Consume from the same spell. It's fine. It's pretty good. I'll send magic power. Realistically, I'm just going to throw that on Fireball. -2 cost Consume and then remove Consume on Helical Crystals. Just make it. Yeah, I will do that because it'll also be really good for getting enemies who drag behind, surviving my lowest floor. I can follow them up through the rest of the floors. Fire Dampener, less energy, not a problem. Not a problem in the slightest. Cold Kellier will be on the bottom line because you stacking Frostbite will easily solve fights for us. That is to say that it will solve the boss section of the fight. Frozen Lance, Firestarter, Helical Crystal. Yep. Hang on, there's certainly a way I can do that that does not involve... Yeah, because the Helical Crystallis is almost enough damage to take out the Fallen Champion by itself, leaving me with enough to use the Fire Ember to take out the enemy. So I don't have to lose 6 health here. Got a unit on each floor, just in case the Collector... Well, just for when the Collector shows up, rather. Fireball! Unfortunately, I can't play Calcified Ember at all here. Don't have enough Ember for it. Right, I gotta remember, I do have the ability to hold cards in hand. I have not thought about doing that at all yet. It limits the amount of draw that we can get in the next turn. If we're holding a full hand, obviously we can't draw 10 cards at the start of the next turn. Those spikes are going to be a problem. Thankfully, I get to stack some decent Frostbite on the enemy, so they shouldn't be able to survive. Ease. Mollusk Mage. 1 Ember, 1 Size, Conduit 10. I like that a lot. Really do. Another copy of Helical Crystallis. I gotta admit, I don't dislike having another copy of Helical Crystallis, but like... is Conduit worth it here? Are my spells ever gonna be big enough that they save the I'm gonna need multiple lines eventually. Fine. Golden Touch. It's obviously Golden Touch. Can I give me a holdover for it? Merchant of Steel, Endless, plus 20 health, plus 14 damage, or a large stone. Good to see. What are you? That's it. Magma Cultist, 2 Ember, 1 size unit on Incant, apply Pyogel 1 to enemy units. So now the floor is called Kelly on a different floor by herself. God of the Unnamed, Mollusk Mage, Magma Cultist, and Tethys behind. Merchant of Steel, if I could make Cold Kelly a... Well, perhaps I give Cold Kelly a large stone here. Pretty good for you, to be honest. I want to give the plus 20 health to the Mollusk Mage just so it doesn't die to sweeps or other effects. Orgelia, I kind of want to give you quick so that you can slice down units that otherwise might hit you. Plus 14 damage. Endless. I'm also leaning against either of those. Let's check out the Celestial Alcove next. The Balatro event. Ooh, it's not even showing me AAA, the last one I took. Shiko. Bosses start with Mute 3. They disable their triggers and abilities. That's sick. KO. At the start of each battle, gain a calcified ember that converts to an excavated ember after not playing it once. Gromichelle. Non-champion friendly units gain plus 10 damage. After each round of combat, 10% chance of this being destroyed. KO. I need to know how you work, because at the start of battle, add a calcified ember that converts to an excavated ember after not playing it once. Does that end up adding excavated embers into my deck? Sorry, yeah, the calcified embers it adds. You gain it. Yeah, so that's added to your deck, and it converts to an excavated ember after not playing it once. So does it stay in my deck? I think it stays in my deck. Hell yeah. That's really good, especially because that's a 0-cost consume spell that gives you energy and draws a card. Empyrean Well, Forgotten Boons, and Merchant of Magic. Admittedly, that sounds incredible to me. What spell wants the dupe? I mean, I could get another copy of that Helical Crystallis, but realistically, it'll be lower the costs of Golden Touch, possibly give it holdover, and then dupe it. Because then I can just hoard. Horde mode. Let's go. Yikes. I don't want Archeon to have more damage, yeah? That's going to be a problem for us. Tethys, Cultist, Coldgelia. Start out with the obvious stuff. Big damage. Top line. You need 2 more units. So because the Magma Cultist is giving Incant higher gel to all enemies, I want to cast Flicker that does AoE damage last. Granted, it doesn't make a difference here, but better to do it correctly. And then also that unit has 7 Pyogel as it keeps going up through the floors. Pyogel is going to be really good in the final boss fight against the Titans, because if you get enough Pyogel on the enemy, they just die. Helical Crystallis is enough to already take out the Fallen Champion. I'd love to play the Shield Steward there. Can't fit it, though. Unfortunately, Archeon's going to deal 5 damage to the Pyre after this turn. Okay, right, so one of them, it marks the one that I need to know about. Great, that's important. Yeah, it's added to my deck. Obviously, it doesn't purge on play, it consumes. Oh boy. Basically up to the strength of my spells is to... Yeah, because Archeon... Wait, at the end of that round, it was empty. So weren't you supposed to hit me straight in the head? What? Okay, I guess you don't do that in the Relentless phase. That's very lucky for us, frankly. Woo! Just in time. Oh my god! Oh! Yes! Cursed Dragon Staff, 2 Ember. 5 damage to the unit. On Incant, deal 1 damage to enemy units. Yes, yes, yes. It's also Spike the Stygian, X-Cast, Consume, apply 1 X-Sap, 5X Frostbite, and then finally Deep Offering. Deep Offering's great as well. Anyway, Cursed Dragon Stuff. Thank you. Eel Gorgon. Hilarious. 2 Ember, 2 Size on Incant. Excuse me. Oops. On Incant, gain Multi-Strike 1. On Resolve, remove all status effects. Incant. Unless I'm getting 2+ capacity for the bottom floor and running 2 different Incant floors, I don't want Eel Gorgon here. However, Hothead, you would be a perfect defender for Cold Kellia. How long do I have to wait before I click it? Lightforge. -2 and... can't do it 4. I'm not very impressed, to be entirely frank. But also, sweeping and striking for spell weakness is... okay. -2 to cost would 0 cost the Fireball and the Golden Touch, and it makes it much easier to draft more expensive damage cards as well. I'll take it. First things first, hold over for Golden Touch. It's got -2 cost as long as I play it on the right floor. And I'm also going to give you 10 damage. I don't think I need to permafrost any of you. I don't think I need to -1 cost any of you either. I will be duping the Golden Touch. Do I need a second one? I'm not necessarily going to be able to kill a unit with it every single turn. If I didn't need a second one, what would I get? Easy. Another Cursed Dragon Staff. That's what we do. It's so much better. It's so much better to the degree that removing cards from my deck that aren't especially relevant is now a high priority. I'll get both of these Spear Stewards out of here. And I'll hold on to the rest just for the moment. Merchant of Trinkets in the next area with an Empyrean Well and a Stygian banner. Incredible. There's also Merchant of Arms. I'm a little scared of that, because I do want Cursed Dragon Staff in my opening hand, but I don't have the Ember to play it in my opening hand. So I can make it deployable, but then I can't play it. Mind Muddler, draw a negative card per turn, sure. That card takes no space in your jokers. Wait, hang on, wrong game. Magma Cultist, Tethys. Ooh, Hothead as a defender is nice, but I'm not going to be able to get you for a bit. I mean, this line just needs to be this line. That's just how that's going to go. Flash Freeze on the backliner sets up for Fireball doing AoE. Nice. A couple more Incant triggers. There's the Golden Touch already. Lovely to see it this early. Gonna have to use a spell to catch that one that just went by as well, unfortunately. So Hothead, you can go on your own line. Maybe you should deal 16 damage to that Ravenous for us. God, the Incant Staff can't come soon enough. All of them would already be dead. Maybe I need to throw this Fire Starter on this floor. I can't have this guy get up to the top line and give us that much damage. Thankfully, you've got some Frostbite to compete against now. Oh boy. Yeah, we're going to be taking a little bit of damage, unfortunately. Well, that's okay. We're not especially healthy on the next lines either. Incant is not keeping as much health on that unit as I need it to. Hit him with the Dragon Star. I really want Helical Crystallis to go on the top floor. So that's 4 damage. +2 for higher gel weakness. So this would be 40 damage twice. 84, 8 is not enough. Okay, so I hit you for the damage to lower the amount of damage you end up doing to me. And I'd love to get another incant on this. Well, actually, I think I save this spell so that I have another spell next turn. God, I'm just gonna need to cast so many times on that bottom line for this to do anything. Otherwise, I'm already dead to the top. No! No! You can't do that. This enemy incants to give us corruption. I think I'm already kind of screwed here. Let's see what we can do about it, though. Yeah. I can do a decent amount of damage to you. I can set up some Biogel. I can set up some Frostbite. You will kill all of my units immediately afterwards, and then I lose. Damn. Yeah, not a snowball's chance in hell. I guess I won't hold over the one that's harming me to use. Yeah. I got too greedy. You run. What, sub 20-minute episode? Absolutely not. I'm gonna run it back. If we're doing a new run in the same episode, I'm just gonna run it back. And try some different... Wow, you gave me Magma Cultist at the very start. I was about to say, try some different stuff, and you gave me Magma Cultist and 2 copies of Mollusk Mage. Also, Pyrecast. New spell. Well, not new, but we haven't seen it today. 1 Ember, Pyrecast. Consume and apply Pyre Channel 10 to a unit. I'm going to take Conduit. There's also Chill Wind on Strike, apply Frostbite 15 to the attacked unit. So if you can defend that unit well enough, great things will happen. Oh, whoa. Manifold Mirror. The first room card blade each battle is applied to all floors. Really good. Lost Luggage. On the turn after deployment phase, draw until you have 10 cards. That's gonna be insane. Not only can I hold some of those cards if I really want to, but also... Most of those, pretty much all of those cards will cost 0. Yeah. Hang on. I do want to take out the backliners, and I will need to. So I'll fire start them. Double Mollusk Mage the next line, and we'll drop the Vengeful Shard for the damage's sake. I'm gonna hold on to these, because I probably have the 3 Ember to play those next turn. Actually, I don't even need to play them. I can just hold them for as long as I would like. Let's get to Spears Steward up on the next line. Two Fire Casks for the boss. Seems good to me. Oh man, Fire Cask is insane. So much additional damage. Mollusk Mage, again, Offering Token and Helical Crystallis. I really like Offering Token because it gets past Vengeful Shards. At the absolute worst, it gets past Vengeful Shards. At the absolute best, it can play a free spell for you. Helical Crystallis obviously pretty good, but it comes with Calcified Ember I'm not particularly interested in right now, and Golden Touch. Too important. Stygian Unit, Merchant of Magic. I think that's the path for me. Stygian Unit, another Merchant of Magic as well. A little less salt on the second one, but first one certainly. Hold over. Thank you. Nameless Siren on Incant, gain Rage 3. You will have a lot of damage. You will absolutely have a lot of damage. I really needed someone who could defend me. Do I still take a Cold Kelia for a second line? I think I do. Hold over, 100% goes on the Golden Touch. Plus 10 magic power. Look, this could go on something. It doesn't have to, though. Heal your body equal to the spell's Ember cost. I don't... If I play it for 0 cost because I play it on the Tethys floor, does it consider the Ember cost to be 0? Or does it consider the Ember cost to be the base cost of the card? -2 cost to consume. Not especially relevant. I'm gonna hold off here. Again, save some money so that I can utilize it in the next area if I really want to. Titan Skin enemies, that just means I need to incant once to give them all Fire Gel to balance it out. We'll Offering through the Vengeful Shard. Great, now I have 2 Ember worth of stuff to play. So Mollusk Mage, you go on top line. I don't think I Fire Cast the Flagellant here. No, I think I just save Fire Cast for the boss. That said, if I don't use Fire Starter, I'm not taking out the mid-liner here. All's well. Take the 2 of you down instantly. No. I'm not going to hit the Echo with the Time Father. I'll definitely draw Fire Cask again. I'm gonna play the Mollusk Mage on that top line, actually. Seems relatively likely I end up using the Golden Touch on that top line next turn. Okay, a little less likely now. Wow, I didn't get to Pyre Cask. I feel pretty embarrassed about that. Definitely should have hit the Echo at the Time farther earlier. Oh well. I'm intentionally not going to take out the Acolyte so that I can instead hit it with another Golden Touch next turn. Golden Touch, and then Fire Cask. Oh, I should have held that hand. Damn it. $30 is $50. Got him. Woo! Oh boy. By the skin of our teeth. Energy Siphon, 0 Ember rather. Apply Spell Weakness 1 to an enemy unit. There's Titan's Gratitude, 1 Ember to cast an Attune spell. 5 times the magic power effect on it. Deal 35 damage to the front enemy unit, then discard a card at random, and then finally, Crypt Builder. Especially considering that I've already put a Offering Token in the deck. Thank you. Alchemy with some Calcified Embers, but I just took some Calcified Embers, Snotty Whelp, and Flicker. Flicker doing AoE damage, very good for us. Save the Horde again. Spell Chain, you say? God, do I Spell Chain Golden Touch? Yeah, I can get Conduit Tethys too, and then it's insane. Double Stack's pretty good on Fire Cask. Is it worth doing it right now? Reroll for the possibility of getting Holdover, or gosh forbid, another. I don't think I can get another Spell Chain in the same store. I'm not certain about that. But if I got Holdover to go on the Offering Token. Really? The problem is I'm not getting any frontline units. Like, I'm specifically looking for them. Like, I'm going to banners looking for frontline units, but I'm only getting backliners. I didn't go to the Merchant of Steel in the last area as well, so... God, next area I think I have to go to the Merchant of Steel and just buff up a Train Steward. I'll take an Eel Gorgon in the mid lane, in the meantime, rather. Because I do like the idea of giving it that much multi-strike and then letting it rip. Slash Jalalko, what do you got? Ah, yeah. Scan a random graft unit or graft a random equipment on a unit. It's definitely graft a random equipment on a unit. Grafting it on Eel Gorgon's pretty interesting. It 100% depends on the thing that we get as to what I want. But graft Loam Coat. Loam Coat? Loam Coat. On Resolve, gain Regen 1 and Propagate 2. Are you a frontline unit now? I think it might be a frontline unit now. I'm a little nervous about that. I think I do reroll here for the possibility of getting holdover for the Offering Token. Remove consume or -1 cost and intrinsic. I don't like that this has happened. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have rerolled. Leaving. I need that money for the other side. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Eel Gorgon, Magma Cultist, Tethys behind, and then we'll just get a whatchamacallums down here. Mollusk Mage. We're offering our way through a Vengeful Shard. Perfect. With a Flicker in hand, I now know that I don't need to focus on any target that is not the boss. $22, $13. I think I need to use one Fire Starter on the Fallen Champion as well. And Fire Cast gets the boss. I guess Fire Starter could go, that's right. Sick Get'ems. Unfortunately, I gave a huge amount of rage to Archeon. God, my Eel Gorgon's gonna pay for that. But also, I've done half of Archeon's HP and damage right now. So truly, how sad can I be? Well, I've got a grafted Lone Coat now, which I can try and use to defend a unit. On resolve, regen 1 and gain propagate. That gives more conduit to Tethys as well. I have enough space here now to play a Shield Steward, which I do have the next hand. So I think I give the Loam Coat to the Shield Steward next turn. So you're going to be frozen in my hand, which means that I do have enough Ember to play Crypt Builder as well as basically whatever I want. I do think Golden Touch is a high priority for us, though. Right. I forgot about that. I'm gonna actually play Mollusk Mage for... Hang on. Hang on. No, we can do better on the bottom line. So it's Mollusk Mage. Then Firestarter sets up Golden Touch, which sets up Golden Touch again on my own Mollusk Mage, because it was going to die anyway. A little bit more Biogel to all of the enemies. I use Echo with the Time Father to hold both of these in hand, including a Crypts Builder. Great one to be holding in hand there. When I draw the right card, it'll be cast for free. Unfortunately, those thorns do some serious damage. You'll take 2 hits no matter what I do. And I realistically only have a chance against you if I give you even more Biogel. Yeah, I'm clearly way too resistant to setting up additional lines. Hey boy. And when that goes to the top line, I'm dead anyway, so. Oh, did you think this was going to be a 40-minute episode? Absolutely not! Run it back! God, if this episode ends up being 3 hours. Run it back! Look, I don't necessarily have to hit Conduit again. A God of the Unnamed is a frontliner, and Lava Armor, 1 Ember equipment, gives 10 health to a unit as well as on Revenge, apply Biogel 3 to the attacker, 2 copies of the Offering Token. I gotta say, this is a much better start. You saved me from myself. I think we're best served with Tethys. Over Tethys. Tethys with Sweep. Strike applies spell weakness 1 to all enemy units, and it sweeps. So all of those enemies will hit the Guard of the Unnamed, gaining Biogel. Then Tethys responds, dealing damage with the Biogel as well, as also setting up spell weakness, so next time they take damage, they take twice as much. Handheld Totem. Blight Biogel 5 to enemy units when it Welt dies. Sinasol, Blights and Scourges cost 0. I love that. That's so much energy. Right, yeah, Sweep's gonna take out the top line anyway. Just need to keep my front line healthy. One, two. I'll take the money and no Scourges for me, other than the ones in my base deck, please. Actually, hang on, no, you should be final on that top line. So that after the sweeper, you then attack. Throw the additional health on the units. The Chaos Most prevents the draw blocking there. Don't I freeze just a single card for next turn? I think so. Better get value out of it than not. Great, that line's already taken care of. It's fine, carrying Sycophant will die quite quickly. Perfect. Frozen Lance is already enough to take it out. Oh boy. Just short on taking out your ale myself as well here. Ten damage to our fire, but thankfully we take him out in response. Energy Siphon, 0 cost, apply spell weakness 1 to an enemy unit. There's Flash Freeze. And also, Spike the Stygian, X cost to consume, apply Sap X and 5x Frostbite. That is such a good double stacking card. I have to take it. Also, I can even hold it for the right time, what with the Dragon's Horde. Snotty Whelp, Gelly Sneeze, cooldown of 2, apply 1 damage, and then deal 1 damage rather, and then apply High Gel 12 to the front of the unit, Fire Cask, and Alchemy. Especially because the Calcified Ember cost me 0, I'll take Alchemy. So, this time, what do I need? Stygian unit, Merchant of Steel, get another Incant trigger on the same floor as the God of the Unnamed, go? Next area has the Merchant of Steel and Fireborn as well. Ooh. Fireborn, Merchant of Magic in this area. Merchant of Magic does have a couple of targets that it cares about. Okay, Merchant of Magic, because I've got the Merchant of Steel for the next area. Permafrost on a spell. -2 cost and consume. Permafrost makes a lot of sense to just put on Spike the Stygian, so that I hold it for when the boss is there. Our Fireborn unit is Zealot. 3 cost, 2 size rare unit, sweeps, and on action triggers at the start of the unit's turn. Apply Biogel 5 to enemy units. So if I really wanted, I could just have God of the Unnamed, Tethys, and Zealot, and then Zealot could otherwise later go on its own line. The real problem here is your giant energy cost. Magma Mauler, 1 energy, 2 size on strike, apply Biogel 8. I will permafrost the Spike of the Stygian, but I'm not going to do anything else. Certainly not reroll. You may dampen my fire, but you will never dampen my spirits. Interestingly, if I don't play Zealot turn 1, I literally never get to play it. Just Plum would not have the energy for it. I'll never get to play the Alchemy anyway. This time I will Echo. I'm gonna throw a Fire Starter there. The Energizing Flautist is gonna cause them to ascend to the next floor next turn. If I draw Guard of the Unnamed next turn, I know what to do. If I don't, it's Shield Steward, Lava Armor. Two Sweeping Strikers I should be okay with. Yeah, I just need my front line to survive. That'll count as surviving. I need to cast as many spells as I can on the top floor as well. It's really important that I take out that Savage Spearman at some point. Your spikes are going to be a problem as well. Shield Steward with Lava Armor. That's a lot of damage. We do save most of our health with that. Let me see what else we can do, though. Because Firestarter taking out the backline, then sapping, perfect. Literally, we just kill you and then die to the spikes afterwards. Oh my god. The second fight's always such a clutch for us. Mollusk Mage, Flash Freeze, and Crypt Builder. 2 offering tokens in the deck tells me Crypt Builder is my choice. I mean... yeah. Oh, Quicken plus 10? Huge for the Zealot. Highborn, Hothead, or Miser? Miser with Avarice. I gotta say, I do like that. I do like that. It's just some free money. This early on? Gimme. Celestial Alcove, what have you got for us? Ah, the Inkwell Portal. The Clepsydranium. Friendly units gain Conduit 1 on Slay. That will happen. Leaky Pen, -1 energy per turn, but draw 2 additional cards. Oh my god. Don't tempt me. Wallow's Bloodletter. Friendly units get 12 additional damage. Deal 1 damage to friendly units each turn. It's going to have to be the Klepsydranium for us. Leaky Pen would be great, but without Conduit Deathus, I can't take it yet. I do kind of want to reroll here. Yep. Yeah, for a couple of reasons. Incant gains additional armor on Guard of the Unnamed, gives us a much tankier unit. And we could reduce one of you to 1 size as well if I really wanted to, which gives me the ability to play Tethys, Guard of the Unnamed, Miser, and Zealot all on the same line. Realistically, that's not actually super important to me. Titanite, half damage on the Guard of the Unnamed. Actually, sick. Avarice 3 on a unit. I mean, I could put that on the unit that sweeps, but realistically, it should go on Miser, and it'll pay for itself in... The Miser probably attacks enough times for it to pay for itself, but not in a good period of time. I'm going to hold on. Merchant of Magic with an Empyrean well next to it next area? Seems more important to me. Oh, Keon's going to be really annoying here, unfortunately. So I think the flying boss enemies have to start on the floor I think the flying enemies start on the highest floor that you put units on. I think. Incants are going to trigger on this floor. Fallen Champion, you can go up by your own line. I would love to start using the fire starters for the boss rather than using them on Fallen Champion here. I gotta play as many Incants as I possibly can on that bottom line. Getting the health of the frontline Titan Shark to be high enough is a win condition here. Miser gets to respond. Yeah, I have a single unit I can Golden Touch and I'll do it. I was about to say, literally, like, Crypt Builder would be a great hit here. Thank you for Crypt Builder. That unit does die. Oh, right, but it doesn't even change the amount of damage on the floor because Zealot is... Zealot's still sweeping. I'm going to apply a gel on the top liner as well, try and prevent Archeon from being able to take him out. That's unfortunate. Oh, actually, no, I can lose the Shield Steward here. That's okay. Miser's gonna die to the next attack on that line no matter what. Sure, I'll grab some Horde. And I don't have that much longer, so sure, Echo the Time Father as well. Oof. There's Alchemy, and I really want to play it, but I'd have to let Archeon continue going up. I think I do. It gives me additional armor on this floor. You're pretty close to dead still. You're also going to have a huge amount of spell weakness on you by the end of this, so I can just hit you with a Frozen Lance, or, God forbid, slay you with the Golden Touch. I mean, I think I think I have no good reason not to just... Yeah, I just wait. Yeah, if I frostbite you, you will die. I mean, if I do anything to you, you'll die. Damn. Just short. Death Roar. 3 Ember. Transfer Roll Fire Gel on this Lord to a unit and then deal damage 5 times. There's also Deep Offering. 2 Ember to consume. Discard your hand. Discard your hand and then discard 5. Discard your hand and then draw 5, rather. And Ice and Pyre. 1 Ember, Pyre Bound. Can only be played in the Pyre Room and the room below it. I now understand why you would play it in the Pyre Room. Because you can hit the Titan. And it deals 90 damage to the front end of a unit. Look, it's Deep Offering. It's a lot of control over draw. Another Guard of the Unnamed. That doesn't seem appropriate. There's also another Miser and Gold Tooth. 2 Ember, 2 Size, Avarice 5. Whenever it deals damage, it gains 5 gold. And plus 15 damage per 100 gold that you started the turn with. I do like that. Starting another line with a Guard of the Unnamed wouldn't make much sense. I could use Gold Tooth as a head for another line. It's got a lot of health. The problem is I only really want additional draw if I know that I'm getting Conduit Tethys. And I don't know that I'm getting Conduit Tethys just yet. Okay, give me Conduit Tethys, please. Merchant Magic with the Empyrean well nearby. Yep. Create a spell to permanently remove Consume. Sounds good to me. On Deep Offering. Yeah, I am about to do this, by the way. Then, -2 to its cost and give it Consume. Oh, it can't get consumed? Wow, Spell Chain's also here. Honestly, Spell Chain on the Offering is not bad. It's just another spell I can cast. Digs a little bit through our deck. It's a good incant trigger. Tethys. Tethys, please. I'm gonna go Chillwind so that it gives some Frostbite to all of the units that I sweep as well. And then I'm gonna dupe the most powerful draw spell I have. Discard your hand, draw 5. Yes, please. Draw 1 less per turn, that's fine. I have a draw gem and insanely powerful draw cards. Right. You're there. You're there. And I think you should go there. How about him?
Hey boy.
Yep, those guys are going to do some damage to us. Rude. I need to use as many incants as I possibly can. Do I want to hold Goldtooth in this hand? Not going to use Echo of the Time Father just yet. Nah. Drop Alchemy, I'll get it later. I only get to play it once per battle anyway. Ew, that's a good midline. Let's drop Lava Armor there, and then Deep Offering my way through the hand. Get rid of that. 2 copies of Firestarter on the same. Yep. 1 copy of Firestarter. 2nd copy of Firestarter. Back to Deep Offering. Draw another hand. Oh, I'm gonna do that so much. Heck, I'll probably dupe the card again. 21 corruption, eh? That's a lot. I'm gonna Offering Totem through a Crypt Builder. Excellent. Then Offering Token through Frozen Lance. Yeah, I think I am actually gonna freeze the Alchemy this turn. Then top floor is going to be Miser with Lava Armor. I'd love to get to full 8 Alchemy before the end. And we are well on our way. Vengeful Shard, Offering through a Shield Steward I'm not going to be playing. I really want to play that Alchemy. Enemy's got a lot of spell weakness on him, as well as a decent amount of Frostbite and Biogel, so... You don't kill that unit in a single hit. And we're set. So I could hit that Crypt Builder, but that kills the enemy, and I actually really want Miser to do the killing. Because if it hits, I get a little bit more money. Oh, gosh. Unnamed Tome, 0 cost, Permafrost Consume, apply Mute 5 to enemy units. Mute's really good, but you want it consistently rather than intermittently. Drain, Sap 3, discard a card at random. If I'm holding cards, I don't want to do that much. Ice Storm. I want it to be... Oh, it is pretty good, because it does a lot of Pyogel. Okay, yeah, Ice Storm's fine. Mind Gauge, 1 Ember for 4. Equipment gives Resolve, reduce cooldown by 1, so anyone who has a cooldown that I want to use a bunch of times, doesn't really happen for us right now. The Dragon's Breath, 3 Ember, apply Pyogel 10 and deal 10 damage to enemy units, and then finally Sacrificial Chamber, 1 Ember, gain 10 gold when a unit dies. I don't have a room yet, and 10 gold sounds great to me. Dragon's Breath is also really good, especially if I can reduce its cost at all, but without being able to reduce its cost, a little more difficult to work with. 8 out of 8 tells me I gotta loot this bad boy. When you equip a friendly unit to like Conduit 4. When a unit gains Pyogel, it gains +1 stacks. Yes, please. Cards in reward packs and banner units come with a random upgrade. At this point, it could actually ruin cards for us as well, giving them consume, stuff like that. Ancient Pyre Tap. When you're out of Ember, cards can be played via their cost in Pyre health. You really don't want to push that. Wing Clippings. Cards with consume have a 30% chance, 50% chance rather to be discarded instead. No. Give me Capricious Reflection. We'll see if it ends up screwing us. So I want to go left. It's got a Merchant of Arms, Stygian Banner, and specifically, importantly, an Empyrean Well, where I can double the Deep Offering again. Hell Furnace. When a unit gains Pyogel, it gains +3 stacks. That's fun. But I don't actually apply that much Pyogel. Fight Club, friendly use gain +15 damage. Not bad. Swift Steel Dagger, quick strike. I mean, putting that on Tethys so that we have like both of our AoE strikers strike at the start of that turn. That sounds really good to me. Let's look at our Stygian Banner.
Hey, boy.
Icy Silophyte has Sweep and Dualism. On strike, apply Spell Weakness 2 to the attacked unit. Or Guard of the Unnamed with multicast and Incant gains 3 armor. So obviously it doesn't get much damage, but that's still a really good unit. I think an Icy Silophyte line by itself sounds good to me. It can be pretty difficult to stop me from duping the Deep Offering again. My Ember at the start of the fight is really spoken for already, courtesy of the expense in playing God of the Unnamed and Zealot, which are both essential. I want to be able to play a Swift Steel Dagger in the opening hand. I just can't right now. Maybe I take Ember next round. There's another Empyrean Well, Maya Remains, and Merchant Trinkets on the left-hand side. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna dupe the same goddamn card again. But it will be good. Right. God of the Unnamed. Zealots. Tethys behind, and then I'm just gonna have to wait to draw them. Oh boy. Deep Offering, and it casts the Crypt Builder for us. Thanks kindly. Drop a Calcified Ember. And then just damage him. We'll throw Alchemy. and Deep Offering, draw a whole new hand. Calcified Ember, get rid of it. Swift Steel Dagger, you should be attacking earlier. I do want Lava Armor. But maybe not even this one. Okay, I'm gonna freeze this hand. That guy's gonna get to the top line. Yeah. Hopefully I get to my big damage card again. Oh boy. Because you just full heal when you go back up to the next floor anyway, so... Yikes. You lose 99 health. Frozen Lance is enough to kill you. Ooh, thank heck. I did not think it would be. Three times spell weakness, it's doing work. Lose 105 health. Hang on, no, you go down to 105. No, you will lose 105 health at the end of the turn, so I need to do exactly one more damage than I was already doing to you. That'll do it. Deep Offering our way through. Perfect. Deep Offering our way through. Perfect. I mean, I kind of want the Miser on the top line to attack, but Goldtooth is going to kill the enemy first. Let's give Lava Armor to you, keep you around. And then, yeah, develop the Miser. Not doing anything just yet, but it will. Finally, I get to play the Sacrificial Chamber. I've been wanting to this whole time. I storm up there, takes the enemy out. Deep Offering, see how many cards I can play. Offering through an Lance. Deep Offering again. Golden Touch, and unfortunately I don't have enough energy to play it right now. Damn. It's exactly what you don't want to see. Adamant Shield Breaker, but I kill you with this Offering. Spike of the Stygian on the boss. Then I'll take out the front line. Oh my god. And then I'll use another Crypt Builder. Take out the other guy. Hell yeah. We just build up so much Pyre Gel and Frostbite on this dude that he really can't stand up to it. Perfect. Having sweep damage is going to be really good for the Titan. See if we get that far. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool. So, the unnamed tome, 0 Ember, intrinsic. Vampiros consume. Obviously, it's in the opening hand, second opening hand, rather, not deployment phase, opening hand. Apply mute fire to enemy units. Neat. Frenzied Swarm. 1 Ember, holdover. Apply dazed 1 to enemy units to discard your hand. Yeah, cool. Slows down their damage. Neat. Guardian's Amulet. 3 Ember. Holy Stone. Heal your pyre equal to the spell's cost. On offering, cast this when it's discarded. And apply sap 2 to enemy units. That's so good. Stuck up well. Interesting. 1 Ember, 1 Size. Cooldown 3. Apply Avarice 2 to friendly units. Ability, Expensive Taste. That's what that is. And on Incant, gain armor 2. Ooh, payoff. 1 Ember consume. Restore 2 by health for each heart. Yeah, the Sucker Bulb has the Incant gain armor. I mean, Incant gain armor is nice. Do I want an avaricious flaw like that? I guess it's fine between Goldtooth and Icy Silobite. There's no reason not to summon it there. We go to the Merchant and Trinkets with all of our money. Artificial Pyre Stone, giving me the ability to play more cards in the opening hand. Perfect. 3 different cards a card in the turn. So a unit, a spell, and a blight will draw cards. Great. I want to reroll here. Equipped units is not a very common thing for me. Summoning Welt reduces the cooldown of friendly units by 1. Don't have that many cooldowns at the end of turn. Apply Frozen to a random card in hand. Not bad. Dante's Footstool, on deployment phase, draw a room card from the deck, reduces cost to 0. Now, did I not? Okay, perfect. Sacrificial Chamber isn't even done yet. I'm going to take that and the Icicle Fracture. I'm going to heal up the pyre, and you better believe I'm going to be duping the insane draw card. I'm going to do it until I draw exclusively. That's the only thing I'm ever going to do. I'm going to infinitely draw. I'm going to get every incant trigger, and then the game is going to end. Tethys. Zalot. Big Sweepin'. I do need a defender for this line, so get out there, Goldtooth. Yeah, you're almost never gonna catch me avoiding an opportunity to Golden Touch. Oh man, Split Anvil would be so good. 5x3. I can take you out with a... Oof. I should probably use my Crypt Builder to take out this Scarred Sentinel, to be honest. It's going to be really hard to support the health of the unit on that line. Like, fundamentally, the unit on that line really... Like, lava armor? I could draw and put lava armor on you for a little more health. That's about it. I'm going to give you the Stuck Up Whelp. I'm going to take out the enemy here. And then just for fun, I'm immediately going to regret having done that. Just for fun. Alright, I need to look at alternatives. I don't think saving Goldtooth is worth it. just a Chosen Bastion with the Titan skin going up to the next lines. Significantly better, I think, yeah. Thankfully, Frostbite will take out this enemy for me. Yikes. Yeah, this line was never going to be especially good. I suppose I'll summon Miser on this line, give you all the Avarice. Then sap this line with that cast. Oh, perfect. It's time for Incant triggers. Deep offering for the draw. Versatile, you consider me as having played 0 kinds of card this turn? When you play 3 different kinds of card in a turn? What do you mean? Guess maybe I already triggered it earlier and I forgot. It's the only thing that would make sense to me, to be frank. Yeah, we don't let him leave in good condition at all. What? Oh, right, you have lifesteal, so giving you or damaging you a bunch unless I kill you doesn't really help us. What? This is not my beautiful turn. I didn't know I could get set back turns. I mean, that one's absolutely a bug, right? Yeah, hit the Guardian's Amulet on that floor instead. 17, 18. I exactly died without sap. Or obviously killing the Chosen Bastion, but that's not happening. Decent amount of damage. Still not really going to change anything about that line, though. I suspect that went differently in a way that I did not clock. 4 waves remaining, you say? Like, I can clean that, but then Icy Silophyte dies. If I play a unit, a equipment, and a spell, I can draw a card. Oh, wow. And the card we drew was Deep Offering, so I get to discard the Crypt Builder, casting it for free. Lovely to see that. I should probably do it on the top line to prevent that Chosen Bastion from getting up there. Ooh, I can keep Cold Kellier alive if I use one of my offering tokens to cast the Guardian's Amulet on that line. I could also get way more health on the bottom line if I do that. Way more? 8. I could save 8 health. I'll keep the Icy Silophyte, thank you. Unfortunately, a Golden Touch that I can't use here. I'm going to use the Echo with the Time Father to keep the Golden Touch in hand. And then... Fire Gel. We gotta keep weakening you while you can, buddy. I don't suspect Golden Touches are good play right now for us. Bye. Pretty good kill. Hold the Deep Offering. The Spear Steward offering again. More Incants. Discard a Fire Starter. Then use these 2 spells, leaving a Fire Starter in hand to be frozen, and a Spike of the Stygian still for a later turn. Obviously for the boss. Ravenous Zealot has a lot of damage on it, unfortunately. Chosen Bastion, you're getting to the top line this turn too. Yikes. I'm gonna hit the Deep Offering. Perfect, allowing me to use Crypt Builder for the top line. Then as soon as I play this shard, boom, we get to draw a card. I'm gonna Golden Touch to take out one of the enemies. Ooh, I wish I could take you out like that. Yeah, I'll set it up and then do it. I get to keep the stuck-up mob alive. And then Deep Offering. Perfect. Even leaves me with an Ice Storm in hand. Very kind of you. See what an offering token can do by itself right now. That's huge. Drawing the next offering token, which draws me another 2 cards. That's another unit played as well. So now when I get to a Scourge, we will immediately draw and gain an energy. This is really unfortunate. Well, hopefully it's Crypt Builder or Guardians that get frozen here, and it is Crypt Builder. Perfect. Welcome to the bottom line, Kale. Oh, we've got this. Oh, we have this. Spike the Stygian, big weakening. Then, deep offering. Kill the front enemy liner. Then, deep offering. Then, we'll cycle through a couple of these, see what's up. Dang. I managed to draw back to the Golden Touch. I unfortunately don't have the energy to cast it, but that will take Kale down. Yeah, it's nice to have some scaling damage. And scaling defense as well, actually. Frost Effigy. 3 Ember. Permafrost. Transfer all Frostbite to a unit, then... on this floor to a unit, rather, and then double the amount of Frostbite. Ooh, Soldier of Fortune with double stack. Hello. Draw a unit if you have 30 gold. Spend it to gain 30 damage, Avarice 30, and Armor 30 on the unit. You also come with a Calcified Ember. What the heck ever. Don't mind. I will note, additional draw does still sound really good to me. I know. What do we have in the next area? We got Lightforge, Merchant of Magic, Celestial Alcove, Forgotten Boons, Unstable Vortex. I probably have to go to the Merchant of Steel. I gotta get some health upgrades. I gotta keep Gold Tooth around. I gotta see if I can get Multi-Strike for the Icy Silofied. I'd like to get some more Multi-Strike as well on Zealot. Gimme. Obviously, we're gonna save that loot though. Come on. Yeah, I was pretty sure I wasn't going to be able to get a third line. I'm pretty sure you can only mix 2. Alas. Frostbite stacking higher faster is going to be better for us. Quick. And lost 10 damage. I mean, that'll save a lot of health on, oh, I mean, both Icy Silovite as well as, Gold Tooth. Unit Titanites. I think if Goldtooth is going to be leading their own line, that makes sense. I don't want them to lead their own line. I would love someone with a defensive ability to be doing that, but it's not the cards we were dealt. This is annoying. Large Stone and Smidge Stone. I would love to put both of those on the same unit. Unfortunately, no one can really hold both of them right now. Incant for armor on Goldtooth. Incant for armor on Zealots. I mean, Whelp and Goldtooth will be on the same line. It's a second line that will need some armor. Oh, I should have gone for health. Large Stone on it. Oh, man. What a drag these ones are. I think I have to hold value. Frozen Lancers and the Fire Starters both kind of need to get out of the deck as well. Spear Stewards are currently playable at least. And also, I'll get 2 Frozen Lances out of the deck. Spear Stewards also draw us a card a lot of the time with the Versatile Emberstaff. Next area, Merchant of Arms, Empyrean Well up against... We'll see. Front non-boss enemy of the wave gains refinement 2. That's a problem. A lot of the time, the Terrifying Amalgam is going to have a bunch of health and it's going to gain reanimate 2. But the 400 gold would be nice. Big sweep line. Then... yeah, I'll need it. Ooh, there's a Soldier of Fortune. Avarice 40 on the Miser. That's exactly what you wanted, buddy. Also, because we're attacking quickly, we don't have to worry about those Ragewing Assassins. Great. It's offering our way through this hand, as well as cast our Sap card. Wait, hang on. Can't play Stuck Up Whelp just then. We are still doing Soldier of Fortune. We're still getting the Miser. We're still putting the Miser up on the next floor. We're still playing the Deep Offering. But this will be... wait, hang on. That was not the right order, because the Ember was in the previous one. So it's that... yes, because Lava Armor, of course. Now, the difference matters because I am going to be using Golden Touch. Ooh. That's a little bit of a problem. Take out the backliner. I guess I am going to be using Deep Offering here as well. Yeah, just keep drawing. I was thinking of holding a specific card in here next turn, but cycling through my deck much more quickly is much more important. Hey. Gonna hit the giant crypt builder on this frontliner who clearly needs to take a bunch more damage. Then I see Silophyte the top line. Great. Deep Offering our way through that hand. Another Deep Offering available. Deep Offering and Blady Guardian's Amulet. Another Deep Offering available. This one comes with the Crypt Builder. Stuck Up Whelp. One more Deep Offering with one more Crypt Builder to this next line, hoping to start working on their Reanimate stacks. Also, you should take a Lava Armor. Offering token, offering token. Yeah, I want to draw offering tokens. It's fine. Golden Touch that I can't play. How dare you? However, if I make it my only non-frozen card in hand, it'll be frozen for the next turn, so I can at least play it then. Yeah, and there's a unit with 1 health up on that top line. Seems like as good a target as any. Ooh, this bottom line is evil. They can have a lot of health. Not very keen on that. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a line I'm gonna have to deal with spells. I'm gonna make them all frozen. Then Deep Offering will discard all of them, as well as weaken some of them. Perfect, we draw 5. It's an alchemy I wish I could play. Crypt Builder. Double damage on this enemy, and it'll reveal the next one to take more damage. I do think the you two are probably going to get to the top line, but ideally you'll only be able to hit the enemy, hit me. The enemy, me, once. Big Ice Storm. How likely do I think it is that I'm going to be able to take down the Avowed Gladiator 2 more times this round? 2 more times? 0. I'll settle for the sleigh that I need there. Ooh, never mind. We're all good. Deep Offering. Boom. Big damage. Hang on. Discard the one that's not frozen. Then just keep casting. Oh my god. Final card in hand is Deep Offering. Draw me a new hand. Deep Offering again? Why don't you draw me a new hand? Damn it. Can't believe it, we didn't draw another Deep Offering. Unlucky. It has to be Merchant of Magic in the next area. As much as I want Empyrean Well, I need to zero cost some of these spells. That probably should have been Ember in retrospect. I knew at the time that it probably should have been Ember, but I really didn't want it to be. Final for the Versatile Ember Staff. Perfect. I suppose I should throw some more damage out that way. Okay, and now the final boss comes down to the bottom line, and I hope that I kill them. Oh, Incant applies spikes. You monster. Nope. Giving them any spikes seems to severely decrease our effectiveness on that bottom line. That makes sense. It is also annoying. Means I basically never get to Blaze Spike the Stygian on an enemy here. Well, let's see what else we can do. Deep over our way through that hand. Nice. A bit more damage reduction. That's not going to change the amount of hits that we end up taking to the Terrifying Amalgam here, so I'll throw this against a different line instead. Ow. I was about to say, I wouldn't have been entirely surprised if we ended up taking him on this line, but nope. Nope, you've got very high damage. Oh boy. I don't think I see it anymore. It being an out. Golden Touch can't take down any of these units. Deep Offering will take down one. Maybe Spike of the Stygian now for this line. Yeah. Get some sap and some frostbite on you. You gain 300 shield at the end of that. Oh, Chosen Breaststone on Resolve. Freeze after combat. Grant boss units on the train plus 15 damage and 300 armor. Oh, boy. What are you doing? There's so much. Well, nothing else I can do about it. I'm going to undo that. I'm going to be mean about this. I'm going to play as many spells as I possibly can. Come on. Don't rewind like 5 turns. Don't do that to me. I know how those end. Right. Okay. Now the next card in the deck is Deep Offering, so I'm going to play Deep Offering so that when I draw into Deep Offering, it's fine. Right. You drop Crypt Builder. And hang on, another 2-drop Emeralds. Right. Now, if I play a unit, you'll draw me a card. I'm gonna play Deep Offering. I'll play a unit later. There we go. That one. Perfect. And we've managed it exactly as I wanted. We get our Dragon's Horde filled. Hell yeah, then we die. In like one hit. Good lord. Okay, I need to be checking the additional abilities of enemy bosses because the ones that have incant triggers specifically are very punishing to me. Offering monument, one enemy, one ember, one size. Incant loses 5 health and draws 1 card. Harness the Titan, 1 ember to apply plus 10 magic power to all of the spells in hand. Fireborn gets level 8. The Doom of Contracts. 1 ember consume, reduce a unit's cooldown timer by 1 to a minimum of 1. Sick. And Gel Transfuser. When any unit dies, their Pyogel is spread among enemy units. I knew that had to be a thing that existed. Keeping that around in the run. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. It will be in the future too, but it's a way to lead into the segue for the end of the episode. Until then, that is the next episode. My name's been Rhapsody. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Top Levels of Series playlist. Scrolling past are the people who so generously support the Roguelike on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. A special thanks this episode to Tristan. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.